Thank you for that. All right, so I want to make two assumptions here. The first is that your subconscious is constantly working on super creative, earth-shattering ideas. The second is you're not capturing those great ideas because they're coming at bad times, all right? So why is that, and what can we do to fix it? So let's back up. Here's your brain. Now, obviously, your vermis cerebellum connects to your hypothesis posterior lobe medulla, and your cerebellum superior portion, which is where memories are stored, connects to your infracircular perimeter, which is part. I'm totally kidding. I'm not a doctor. I have no idea what that means. Here's what I do know. You've got conscious and subconscious. So conscious is things like your work, bills, meetings, order, focus stuff in your life that you're specifically attacked, and you know that you're attacking these tasks. But your subconscious, extra data, casual input, thoughts, feelings, emotions, perceptions, your subconscious is constantly taking in this information and putting it somewhere to do something with. You're just not aware that it's happening. So we have two challenges. The first is, how do you train your subconscious to attack a specific problem? How do you unleash it on something specific? And the second is, how do you train yourself to get better at capturing the subconscious ideas that your brain is constantly serving up? How can you make sure you grab? So the first is to condense it, to distill it down. So condense your challenge or opportunity into a single sentence and say it out loud over and over again until you have it memorized. That's what you can do to help your subconscious start working and tackling on a specific challenge. Distill it down. Now, what presentation will be complete without a reference to Inception? If you remember the movie Inception, the whole challenge was, let's distill the idea down to its simplest form, because that's what your brain can latch onto and respond to. Now, here's actual ones that I have tasked my own brain with, and you can ask me about these later because they sound insane. What are the similarities between Knight Rider and Siri? What if we took that joke seriously and made a real campaign out of it? And what is the one thing a bunch of Presbyterians would never expect at that meeting? You can ask me about this later. All right, so let's get practical, right? Going to sleep and waking up, that time between going to bed and alert and when your mind is sort of waking up, hugely creative time. That's when ideas come. Put some paper there next to your bed and make sure you write it down, because that's when you have a lot of ideas. True story, this is my old car. It's a daily driver. My wife is really glad I got rid of it. But always in my car, paper and pen. Because a lot of the great ideas you have come while you're waiting for stuff, waiting for the next presentation, waiting in line, waiting at Starbucks, commuting. This picture I actually took in my current single-colored dirty car that I have, but you can see my official Book of Lists notepad with some ideas. Always having paper and pen when you're going to work, coming back from work, going to the store, what have you. If you're not comfortable writing notes at 100 miles an hour, don't forget about your magical Siri button. You can press it and tell Siri, hey, remind me tonight about that great idea, or remind me tomorrow morning about that thing that I was talking to while I was standing in line at the grocery store, etc., etc. Now, who still has a landline with an answering machine? Don't be ashamed. I got one. Yeah, so what? Sometimes I will call my home phone and leave a message for myself with an awesome idea I had while driving. The point is that it's the verbal reinforcement. If you hear yourself telling yourself an idea, you're more inclined to remember it. Now look, I don't want to be graphic, but ideas happen here, all right? Let's just admit it. Put some paper, not that paper, put some paper on that shelf, because while you're waiting for other things to happen, sometimes great ideas come, and the bathroom is one place where they come. Gosh, this is weird. Also, if you're in the shower, get some acrylic bathtub crayons. Maybe your kids have some. Because a lot of great ideas you have are like in the time when you're getting ready to work or coming back after work. Those times in between other stuff is when great ideas happen. All right, now meetings, bosses, cover your ears. If you're in a meeting, a lot of times in Project X meeting, you'll have great ideas for Project Y. It's okay, make some notes, take it down. Here's the reason that you can do this without people getting mad at you. Make sure that your brain is working on visual tasks and analytic tasks at the same time, instead of visual tasks at the same time or analytic tasks. So visual things like pictures, ideas, concepts. Analytics are things like math, order, and things that you can't duplicate at the same time. All right, exercise is another good one. Make sure when you're working out, all your magic brain chemicals are turning on, you're feeling good. A lot of good ideas come when you're on the treadmill or when you're working out or running. So make sure you have, I don't know, a booklet or something with you, or just your iPad or iPhone. Some apps that I like, Wunderlist and Evernote, are great for taking notes. Moleskine, it's a fancy journal, it's an overpriced journal, but if it looks really cool, maybe you'll be more inclined to use it and keep it in your car or next to your treadmill. So again, the two things we're trying to do: how do you train your subconscious to attack a specific problem, and how do you train yourself to get better at capturing those great ideas? That's what I got. Thanks.